I tried to walk faster, but Lena seemed to not be bothered by that, and she easily kept pace with me. That's fucked up. You know why? Because we just started this episode, and last time we went into a bomb shelter that's haunted and scary as fuck. I don't know if it's haunted, but they said so. So, you know what? Let's just try anyway. Let's try to go to the end and see. Hey boys, you wanna fuck with me? Lena's my girl, and she's gonna beat your fucking ass. Yeah. You wouldn't like that. Cause if you got your ass beat, you would go home and sleep. Whoa. Okay. I tried to walk faster, but Lemma seemed to not be bothered by that, and she easily kept pace with me. This corridor was exactly the same as the previous one. In every last detail, there was nothing shocking about it, but at some point I got the feeling that we were walking in circles. The flashlight in my hand started to tremble visibly. The spot of the light jumped all over the walls and the floor, and suddenly it lit up a rather big hole. The hole wasn't too deep, and down below we could see rails. What's down there? Wait, what? Okay. Looks like a mine. Shall we have a look? Why not go further along the corridor? I don't know. I think we should go down there. I estimated the height, and it would be possible to pull ourselves out. Okay, let's check it out. I jumped down the hole and helped Lena to get down. It really was a mine. I wonder what they could have mined here. What minerals are there in this area? I don't know. Well, yeah, stupid question. Looks like there are none now. We headed into the darkness. It was hard to walk because I couldn't choose where I trod. Wobbly wooden planks are uneven ground. Wobbly, okay. I wasn't able to stick closer to the walls either. The narrowness of the tunnel forced us to stay between the rails, and I didn't want to let go of Lena's hand. Finally we reached the fork. Just great. Where should we go? Where? I'm not certain that we'll be able to get out of here at all, especially if we're going to play Pac-Man. Play what? Never mind, we'll get lost. What if there is an exit too? There may be one. And what if there isn't? So should we go back? I bit my lip till it bled and yelled as loud as I could. Shurik! The loud echo rebounded from every direction at once. Soil even fell from the ceiling in some places. See? Then I will go on alone. What? I grinned stupidly. Alone? Where to? We must find Shurik. He may be. Lena blushed at once and stared at the ground. No. That won't do. If we go together. Okay, then let's go. She smiled and took my hand. How does she manage that? But first we should. I took a sharp stone from the ground and scratched a cross on one of the beams, which supported the walls. Now we will know where we started. Oh, go left or go right? I don't know. Let's go left. It seemed there is another fork in the road. Let's go left again. We came to some kind of miners' camp. Picks and helmets everywhere. A rusty wagon stood in the corner. All the items were so old, they dated from the beginning of the 20th century rather than in the middle. So this is really a mine. So, which I could wander around here for ages without finding a way out. But I sensed that exit was somewhere nearby, and so we went further. It seemed that there is another fork in the road. Go left. It seemed there's another fork in the road. Go left. It seemed there's another fork in the road. Go right. It seemed there's another fork in the road. Go right. It seems there's another fork in the road. Go right. It seems there's another fork in the road. Go fucking right, then. It seems there's a... Okay, left. It seems there's another fork in the fucking left. We were here just a few minutes ago. What the frick? Go right. We have returned to the place where we had begun. So we took a wrong turn somewhere. Let's keep on searching. Go right. It seems there's another fork in the road. Go right. It seems there's another fork in the road. Go left. Seems like there's another fork in the road. Go left. It seems like there's another... right. Seems like there's another... right. I'm fucking lost, boys. What the fuck should I do? I'm lost. Wait. Around the next turn, a wooden door appeared in the light. At least it's something. What? At least it's not another fork. What's in there? We don't have any choice but to check it out. I strongly pulled the handle and opened the door. There was a room behind it. Which might be one of the maintenance rooms for the bomb shelter. Empty bottles and cigarette butts were scattered everywhere. The walls were all covered with scribbles. So that means there is another exit from here? I didn't want to believe that the people who had left all that had come the same way as we did. Sadly, Shurik wasn't here. Oh, I slid down the wall to the floor. We must have been everywhere now. Not everywhere. Lena pointed to the door in the corner. It looked similar to the one leading into the bomb shelter. There probably should be an exit, as you said. Shall we go? We rested for a moment. Okay. Lena sat next to me, very close, and took my hand. It's alright. What do you mean? That we haven't found Shurik. We should think about getting out ourselves. We'll get out. Yes, I probably remember the way. Or at least I thought that I remembered it. I'm not afraid at all. She suddenly said that after a short pause. That's good. Because I'm with you. Suddenly there came a noise from behind the door to the mine. I jumped up at once and started looking for something I could use as a weapon. The noise of heavy footsteps was getting closer. Finally the door opened and Shurik appeared from behind it. In the silence I froze, staring at him. Where are you? Did you think you could hide from me? What? Did you think I wouldn't find you? But I did. He was insane, that was for sure. His face was distorted by a scary grimace. His eyes gleamed behind his glasses. The missing pioneer held a metal rod in his hand. Are you mad? It's us. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see it's you. Yeah, I can see it's you. He took a couple of steps toward us. I instinctively shielded Lena. Did you think you could make a fool of me? Leading me here and there? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And I followed. He raised the middle rod. Everything after that was like it happened in slow motion. Shurik charging at us. Me pushing Lena out of the way. The rod slowly aching towards my head. My hand with the flashlight going up. Following all of that, complete darkness, rapid breathing, blood hammering in my temples, silence, dreadful heavy silence merging with the darkness. I moved my hand, trying to find the wall, when I felt someone's touch. Don't be afraid. I heard a similar voice near me. Where are you, you damned lunatic? I shouted. He left. Which way did he go? Where to? Lena's voice didn't sound too calm, but certainly it didn't sound like it was in such a circumstance. Calm down. She hugged me tenderly and pressed her body against mine. I tried to gather my senses to recover my breath, to adapt to the darkness. What should we do next? You have a gun? Well, who do I shoot? It's loaded with a flare. She might be right. I took the gun from my belt, pointed it to the side, and fired. The room was illuminated by a bright red light. The flare lying in the corner looked like a firework or a sparkler. Let's go quickly. It won't burn for too long. Where to? Lena pointed to the second door. It wasn't hard to open it, and we headed into the darkness. The flare burned more dimly with every second. I stumbled with every step, even fell down a couple of times, but didn't slow my pace. If it goes out. Finally we saw light in front of us and came to a ladder, leading to a grafting in the ceiling. The flare hissed and went out. Thank God. It turned out that we were right under the statue of Genda. The grating was rather sturdy, but we managed to open it after breaking the bolts with the flashlight. After reaching the surface, I collapsed on the grass exhausted. That was terrible. Lena sat next to me. Just dreadful. By the time I didn't give a damn about this world, the camp, the foreign intent buzz of my previous life. The strangest and nastiest things was that there was nothing supernatural in these events. Shirik just went crazy, insane. Nothing strange about it. I would have too in his position. Lena patted my head tenderly and smiled. It's all over now. I don't know. There's a crazy pioneer in the woods. You could even say a maniac killer. I think he's gonna be alright. Alright? I'm not sure about that. The most important thing is that we're okay. She still smiled. How can you be so calm? I told you before that I have nothing to be afraid of when I'm with you. Indeed, I might have saved Lena and myself back there, but it was only by chance, nothing more. If Shirik had been shifter or crazier, thanks for the compliment. You're welcome. Though we still should have stayed here in the first place. You're probably right, she said calmly. I got really sleepy because of stress, exhaustion, or how late at night it was. We should go to sleep, but I'd have to stand up and walk to the leader's cabin. I wasn't ready for that. My eyes closed for just a moment. Stars looked down at me from the sky. Thousands of them, even millions. Now the light didn't seem to be so distant and cold. On the contrary, they twinkled to me, as if whispering among themselves, telling merry fairy tales in the eager competition. About a galaxy far, far away and violet fluffy piglets. About mysterious asteroid belts, where ships has disappeared. About a fearless starship captain and his brave crew. About exceptional treasures and unreachable peaks of a planet on the edge of the universe. I wonder, is this a dream? I left myself a little and realized that my head was in Lena's lap. Did I sleep long? I asked in confusion, but didn't rush to get up. I don't know. I don't have a watch. She laughed. Approximately. Well, maybe 20 minutes. Lena. Oh, Lena. Lena. Best girl. Fuck! I love Lena. That's okay then. I lay down again, feeling nice and calm like never before. The events of the night were becoming distant, as if I was starting to forget them, like the story the stars were telling me. Shirik has come back. What? I jumped on my feet instantly. There he is, sleeping on the bench. Lena pointed to the benches in surprise. And what are you? You were sleeping so peacefully that I didn't want to wake you up. I felt a shiver of fear, because such behavior was not just strange, it was not just inappropriate, it scared me more than Shirik's insanity in the dungeon. A lunatic who half an hour ago tried to kill us arrives, lies on a nearby bench and falls asleep. And she just sits here? Nothing to worry about, he just seems to be a little off. Lena got confused and blushed. He walked unsteadily and didn't look towards us. And if I'd made a noise... She was about to cry. Okay, don't worry. There was some logic to her words. She probably did the right thing. In any case, we had to interrogate Shirik thoroughly. I jumped up, walked quietly to the bench she was sleeping on, and slapped him. Ouch! He woke up at once. What the hell? What are you doing, you bastard? What? Shirik stared at me with a scared and more sane look. What was all that about down there? What? Where? In the dungeon, in the mine, in the bomb shelter. Did you go completely nuts? I don't understand you. He looked around. Why am I here? And where should you be in your opinion? Oh wait, I know. You should be in an asylum. I went to the old camp in the morning for the spare parts and then... Don't you remember anything after that? Don't you remember anything after that? Lena asked after walking up to us. Yes, and I... Don't pretend. I said calmly and sat next to him. It really looked like he wasn't lying though. I don't really understand anything. It's unscientific. Who cares? Don't think that I trust you. Memory loss can occur just... Shurik talked to himself. Mumbled something, not paying us any attention. Let's go, Lena said quietly. Shall we just leave him here? He's not in his right mind. He has to sleep. It's dangerous to leave this psycho alone. He may strangle electronic with an induction coil in the night. It's going to be alright. Trust me. I had no reason not to trust her. However, I didn't have any reason to trust her either. On the other hand, who cares now? I wanted to fall asleep as quickly as possible. Okay. We left Shurik, who was still mumbling something to himself. We're here. What, where? I have to go further on. Lena smiled. I hadn't thought about anything all the way here, just followed her and I hadn't noticed that we'd come to Olga Dimitrievna's cabin. Yes. Thank you for today. There's nothing to thank me for. It's just good that we came back alive. We'll see what Shurik has to say tomorrow. Thanks anyway, she said mysteriously and averted her eyes. You're welcome. Well, it's time for me to go. Lena quickly turned around and walked quickly in the direction of her cabin. I suddenly had a thought that something about that was a bit off, not quite right. After all that had happened, it's time for me to go. It usually goes differently in such situation, doesn't it? I have no idea what I'd expected though. Exhaustion hissed me again. Walking with difficulty, I entered the cabin. Belita was sitting on my bed. Samuel! She started to talk sadly. Where have you been? Well, prepared for a scolding, I didn't expect her reaction. I went to look for Shurik. Alone? Tell her I went with Lena. No, with Lena. So? What about Shurik? It looked like Olga Dimitrievna was really worried about the fate of the lost pioneer. What's so strange about that? The leader can treat her work lightly, but it doesn't mean that she's a heartless person. He's okay. As okay as he could be in such a situation. That's good. Go to sleep now. Wait, but... You turned the light out quickly, showing that the conversation is over and I couldn't ask anything. Though, should I? Ask why she didn't scold me? No. Still, Lena, what happened today? My thoughts slowed their pace before stopping completely. Day 5. Okay, boys, thanks for watching this episode. It has been a pretty nice episode. We almost got killed, so please just remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me if you like Shurik and wanted him to kill us all. And then I just want to say,